Hey guys, welcome back to Just Another Shilling. This is Teresa, and I have a treat for you. It is puppy chow, THM style. So here I am breaking up rice cakes. Now I know what you're thinking, rice cakes are gross, but actually in this recipe they're really delicious and they give a crunch that you want. If you don't want to use rice cakes, you can definitely go get some rice chex cereal or corn chex or whatever you want to use. But these just make it so that it is still on plan. So I'm breaking these up into about bite-sized pieces. You don't really want to go much bigger than that. We can always go back and break them a little bit smaller if we want to, but once the chocolate's on, that's pretty much it. You're going to get the size you get. What you don't see is in the background, I gave 3 of my kids each their own bag to break them up too. I'm making a double recipe today, but that's really because there are 6 of us that will eat these, and they'll be gone by tomorrow if I let them. So here I'm adding a full jar of peanut butter. This is natural peanut butter. I got it from Aldi. It's really good. It has no sugar in it, and the only ingredient on the label is peanuts. I'm going to use a whole jar, which is about 2 cups of peanut butter. So next I'm going to add 2 sticks of butter. I have no idea why I decided I needed to pre-melt this, but I did. It's sort of a crazy step that you really can skip because, it's going to go right back into the microwave. After that went 1 bag of sugar-free chocolate chips, and I'm going to get these all into the microwave. After 30 seconds, you want to give it a really good stir. Make sure that chocolate is all mixed in and starting to melt. You really don't want the chocolate to burn, so 30 seconds is probably the maximum you should cook it at a time. Mine took about 2 minutes, putting it in and out of the microwave to get it to this consistency. It's just about where I want it. The chocolate chips are all melting. The butter is melted. The peanut butter is all getting mixed in pretty well. I'm just going to stir it up until I don't see that little swirl of butter on top anymore. So while I was microwaving and stirring, I went ahead and put all of the rice cakes into a plastic bag. I got these bags from IKEA and I love them. They're really good size. They hold a lot of stuff. They're bigger than the normal gallon-sized bag. They're absolutely perfect when I want to make a big batch of something and store it properly. So once it's shaken up really well, I'm going to take 2 pieces of parchment paper, put them on the countertop, and dump the bag out. Make sure I get every last piece out of that bag and even some of that delicious chocolateness. And then I'm going to start spreading it out. I get my parchment paper from GFS. It comes in full sheet pan sizes. And then I take a knife and I cut it up into smaller pieces whenever I'm doing anything like baking. It's probably one of my favorite products they have there. So now comes the hard part. You have to let this sit for a little bit. I let mine sit for probably right around an hour just to dry out a little. The swerve likes to soak up moisture, and so when you put it on, it doesn't stay in the powdered form, but it actually converts sort of kind of into a liquid, just like powdered sugar does. So just give it a little bit of time, let it sit to dry, and then go ahead and get that powdered swerve on there. Keep an eye on those little fingers. They're picking and wanting.
Got that one. Mine got that one.
So now that I got all that swerve on there, I'm going to go ahead and start tossing it. I'm using my wooden spoon for this because I really just don't want all that chocolate underneath my fingernails. You can use your hands if you really wanted to. It'd probably go a little bit faster, but I like this way just the same. So I walked away to take care of something, but had the camera still rolling, and this is what I see. Little hands reaching in and grabbing for this delicious puppy chow, even though it's not ready yet. This is why I make a double batch. So now that it's done, I'm going to go ahead and put it into a zip top bag. This is one of the ways I use to preserve the freshness. If you don't have zip top bags, you can definitely put it in any kind of container that's going to seal tight. Once it's manageable, I actually will pick up the paper, roll it into a little cone, and stick it in the bag and funnel everything down into it. I want to get all that powdered swerve in there so that I can make sure every piece is evenly coated as best as possible. And it's just delicious. It's so good, guys. So there you have it, my THM Friendly Puppy Chow. I hope you guys really enjoyed it as much as I do. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!